gmail.com. Always ends in a .com. How about we play another wonderful tune before we have to head into the next break? Because at the end of the show, I got something special for you, and I don't want to run out of time for that. I won't run out of time for that something special, but I just want to get more of these songs in for you so you get to hear the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas music. Bah humbug on the holiday stuff. Spreading joy and wonder and peace throughout the world, because even just the United States, because he's giving away the store, according to Paul Ryan. But that was Wesley Putnam with his version of Joy to the World. Very nice. Love the voice. Love his voice. the I'm not into the high pitched guys, which is probably why I'm not a Bieber fan, because Bieber still sounds like he's 12 in my book. Did you see the piece about? It was a short interview, quick interview that they decided to plug on the internet because J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence, she's a talented actress. I know she's young, and she's gotten a lot of starring roles already. She's like, 2015's Meryl Streep. Remember how Meryl Streep was always in something that was, at least back in the 70s, at least everything that was halfway decent seemed to have Meryl Streep in it. And Jennifer has the same potential to do that. But one of the things that I saw that stood out for me about, they can't go out past the, if everything's anchored and tied down, the boats can only go out so far. Because if you cut the anchor, you cut the rope, the boat can travel all around. Well, it's also true that calm water will take you out into the abyss, as it were. It can. And when it does, you have a difficult time swimming back. And that's what is happening here with Paul Ryan. He thinks he can dip his toe in and just take a quick little ride across the river, but people have made it abundantly clear that he's not going to be able to do what true conservatives, expect him to do. Now, I don't know why that is. Now, I can argue, successfully argue that when Ryan was first elected, he was a budget hawk. So getting this $1.1 trillion package passed is nearly a miracle. Well, it is. I know some people are saying, "Oh my goodness, you just insulted the Holy Father." Well, if he wants to take it that way, fine. But Ryan's top aides, along with Nancy Pelosi is the one that's saying he gave away the store. And last time I checked, Pelosi was a giant liberal from California. Yes, no, maybe? Nobody remembers that? In any case, there is a movement on, another movement that is on to get rid of the Christmas holiday. Now you're probably thinking, what, Rod? What are you talking about? It's stronger than ever. Well, no, it's not actually. Christmas is under attack big time. Now it is on one college campus. A professor and a few of his friends have decided to decorate for Christmas. Not deck anything out, just decorate. And so what they did was they left. They came back and put on these hats. That's basically all they had on. And they wanted to get noticed. So how do you get noticed? You make a little bit of noise, and then once people turn and see you, shock them. In any case, Rush's show today Mark Stein was talking about certain things like that. Does anybody ever see did you watch Stein on Fox, Hannity and Friends? I think he did a guest host spot. The man his voice doesn't fit his face. I mean, the way he looks and then his voice, it doesn't match up. Now, obviously, it's his real voice when he's talking to you on the radio and, you know, the other necessary tools, websites, and such. But he just doesn't look like he should. I don't know what it's not I've seen him before, but I remember when I heard him for the first time, I had a totally different picture of what this guy looked like because his voice did not sound anything like he should be looking, like his face should look like. And according to Mr. Stein, it's good for business when people don't know what you look like. Like, okay. Anyway, we have this at the end of the year now. As we're coming now, some people want to know why we're switching to a morning show. Number of reasons. Let me tell you, there's a plethora of reasons. Let me give you just a few. One, I started in the morning. When I first started the show, there were, 10 a.m. is when it started. 10 to noon when I first started. It was a morning back in 2009. And I was able to get a lot of stuff before the big guys were talking. I kind of like, being the first on the scene with some of the internet stuff that was going on and that other people didn't quite know yet. So it was kind of fun to be the one to tell them. And let me just say this. One can go door to door with their message. No, basically what I'm saying is this has happened before. Not to me personally, but it has happened. You can go door to door with your message and try to deliver the alternative milk to them. We heard you had a baby in here, so we just wanted to help you out, give you a few diapers and some baby food. Nope, they're going straight to people's apartments. It's easy to break into one of these secure apartments. All you gotta do is press all the buttons, and whoever automatically buzzes it lets you in. Doesn't make a difference. But here's the thing about these security carpets. They're supposed to look good for the camera. They are. They're supposed to look good for the camera. And that means keeping you lit up bright. Kind of like Christmas tree lights, yes? But keeping you lit up bright means you can't hide. That means you can't live in privacy. Everybody knows everything that you're doing. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's the truth. But we went from 10 in the morning to noon to an evening program. Never tried to take on Rush's afternoon. Well, we did. I did a 3-hour program on another network that is now out of business from 10 to 1. So I had an hour into Rush, and I always watched my numbers tank at about 10 after 12. Well, that's pretty normal then, isn't it? Now, for some people, that's not normal. It's amazing how we can just sort of take certain things that can become normal for us, but they're not normal for other things. Well, it is what it is, but we moved from the 10 to noon slot to the afternoon because somebody told us in all their infinite wisdom that the afternoon would be better. So I was hanging around on the afternoons for a while. Became friends with my agent on Facebook, and then she realized what I did for a living, and we became friends and working partners after that, and she's done a hell of a job working for me. Definitely cannot thank her enough. But talking to you now was just enough time to get something else that I